Hi, this is Sharon with Mountain Peace. I'm part of the Dreaming Women 4 a.m. club following, and I've been prompted by my spirit guides to make this video. So they want me to share an experience that I had way back when in 1993. And the interesting thing is all the Dreaming Women are talking about this in a different way. And it's something that I feel may make sense to some people and help them through things. And plus, I'm guided to do it. So I'm going to start here. I may have to make this in a couple of videos, but I'm going to start here and I'm going to tell you about how I got my name of Mountain Peace. And this is what it's all about. It's basically about changing your perspective and the power of forgiveness. So I was instructed by my mentor to write down a list of everything I wanted out of a court case that I was going through with my ex-husband. And when I wrote it down, she asked me to pray. Well, she instructed me to pray for it for my ex-husband first and then for me. So I did as I was told, but not without a lot of resistance and a lot of expletives that I prefaced my prayers with. And then I also asked Source Energy to make this sincere because I knew it wasn't, and I knew that Source Energy knew it wasn't. I went on with the prayer, and after several months or a few months, several weeks, I'm not sure, but somewhere along the line, I found that I was no longer prefacing my prayers. And then a year later, roughly about a year later, the year of the floods in Missouri of 1993, I received this experience through the dream, and yet this part of my life was more real than anything I've had while living my life here on earth. The name of this experience is called Mountain Peace. And I want to let you know that I had to, when I wrote everything down, I wrote it down, this happened, then this happened. And I was instructed to rewrite it in present tense because it's always in the now, it's always fresh, it is always here with us. So what happened was I found myself sitting on the side of a mountain in some tall grass, and I was focused on the rhythm of my breathing. And there was this gentle spring breeze. I'm going to read some of this, okay? So there was this gentle spring breeze, and I'm at peace. And the peace I feel is not of this world. It's not, oh, yeah, I feel peaceful. No, I was immersed in this peace. It was light, and it enveloped me, and the peace was surrounding me and going through me. And then I realized that I am the peace. The peace is me, and I am the peace. The peace was my breathing. The peace was my heartbeat. The peace was my thoughts. So as I moved on, I realized I was really so present in everything that was around me. I was a hypervigilance type of thing, and the surroundings, and I noticed all the different forms, and I noticed every single blade of grass, all the petals, everything. I was aware of everything around me, the spring breeze, the swaying of the grass, each individual blade. And when I was in this state of euphoria, basically, the realization came to me that I am safe, I want for nothing, and I am one with everything. It was like the one with everything was like an artist who sketches a whole scene without ever once lifting their pencil. Although everything was different forms and shapes, we were all connected. This is our energy connection. Broken down, we're all one and the same of this energy. And it's the ebb and flow. So your higher energy, lower energy, and all in between on that spectrum. So what happened after this was I realized that I was in this silence, and this silence was alive. It was just filled with potential, and it was filled with the potential to expand and to explore and to live. It was alive. So after I'm just absorbing all this and taking it all in and just being present in this moment with all of this, I went and looked to my left and I noticed that there was a cottage there. And as I looked at that cottage in my mind's eye, I thought, oh, a stream would be nice around that, a little creek. And as I was thinking that, simultaneously, the creek stream was developing around this. And this, my reaction was not one of arrogance or surprise. It was natural and connected to all that is. This creek was a natural occurrence of my thoughts. It was an expansion, or it is an expansion of me. I continued to sit in this peace, in this awareness, and just be. And I was in this state of bliss. I started thinking, wow, I can stay here forever. And immediately upon that thought, I was shifted to this palette of white. And then when I was in this palette of white, in my mind's eye, people whom I perceived to have hurt me started showing up one at a time. And then they showed up in the severity of their offenses to me, of the perceived offenses. And as I looked at each one, the actions had no meaning to me. There was no interpretation. There was no judgment attached to the information that I'm receiving. It's just a knowing of perceptions from long ago. And as each person comes to my mind, I experience from the depth of my soul an outpouring of love in the form of white light. So this love, this light is welling up inside of me. And it's illuminating every crevice of my being until it bursts out of my body with such strength as to proclaim its intent. Once released from my body, from this container, this light, my love, it races out in every direction, all the while expanding and growing and ultimately embracing the objects of my intention one at a time. And it was very gentle for them. It continued caressing each person individually until the darkness dispels in the light, transforming each person into a being of white light, joining the expansion of love. This process continues until we're all revealed in our true nature. Nothing is left but the fullness of light, love, peace, and joy. There are no other forms. We are all one. So one of the things that Source Energy helped me put words to this was that this peace that I experienced, it was from God, and it's from me. It is me, and it is all of us. And this peace is so deep, and it is so pure. It is untouched by the illusion of separation and protected by the unity of oneness. So this peace again is untouched by the illusion of separation and protected by the unity of oneness. We are all extensions of Source Energy. We're always one, never separate. So that's the thing. But here's how I got there. It was, like I said earlier, it was all in forgiveness. So what I did is I wrote this list, and that's what I'm thinking. If it rings true for you, or you start feeling really, I can't do this, it's too personal, because some people, this is very, very personal. I'm not being impacted in the same way as other people are at this point. And I am through feeling for people, but the actual experience, I'm not being deported. I have food, I have a house, I have family close by. We are not in any immediate danger or of our lives being disrupted in the way that so many people are experiencing at this time. So one of the things I'm saying that forgiveness is so powerful. And if we can one time a day or twice or three times whenever it gets really hard, just look at that list, make a list. So one of the things I made was what I really wanted from this whole thing. I wanted people that love each other. I want inclusiveness. I want diversity. I want appreciation for others and their gifts. I want community, love, peace, harmony, sharing, upliftment, truth, freedom, clarity, trust, acceptance, to feel worthy and valued and acknowledged, to be connected to who we truly are, to recognize our oneness and our true selves, and to know the truth. Those are some of the things that I wrote down. And so basically, if you want to make a list like that, that's up to you, whatever you feel guided to do. And say that prayer and pray for those who are living in darkness, that are so inundated that they don't realize that they're living a dream. And pray for those in darkness who's provided the contrast for us. It's an appreciation for them, because without this contrast, we could not grow and expand and explore and love. And this is what it's all about. So you pray for these things that you want out of this, for them first, and then for yourself or your loved ones, and the list goes on. But spirituality with Sam, she talked about things similar, just in different ways. The intuitive influencer, Alyssa, Jennifer, Lisa Vest. There's a whole slew of people in the Dreaming Women that are talking about this. So I wanted to say it in a different way, and I wanted to focus more on the forgiveness aspect. Preface your prayer, because right now there are a lot of us that don't mean it. We want revenge, we want justice. And if our underlying reason for advancing is for revenge and justice, and so we could be justified, and it will have repercussions from that also. And I personally can't do it on my own, and that's why I preface my prayers. And I said, if you want me to change, I cannot be sincere. If you want me to change, you're going to have to do that, because I cannot be sincere about this. You're going to have to make me sincere. And that is the grain of a mustard seed, which can move mountains. If you're just willing to do something like that, willing to be willing to be empty, willing to surrender everything that you know, everything that you believe, everything you want to hold on to. And if you can't surrender, be willing to ask your higher self, the universe, your God, whatever, to come in and make the change for you. I'm willing for you to change me, because I can't do it on my own. So that's part of it. There's a lot of other things I have to say, but that'll be on a different video. You're all in my heart. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate all of you, those who are making the videos and gave me the strength to make the video, and those who are in the comments. It is just wonderful to have this support and to see the feminine energy picking up. We don't have to identify as male or female. It's just feminine energy right now that is rising up to balance things out. So again, heartfelt love for all of you, and I hope to talk with you soon. Bye.